And it looks like it's a done deal. After almost 2 years of waiting, the Apple iPhone is coming to Canada. In a brief statement this morning, Ted Rogers, President and Chief Executive Officer of Rogers Communications, confirmed a deal with Apple to bring the iPhone to Canada has been made, and the phone will be available to Canadian consumers later this year. Rogers also announcing this morning that it more than doubled first quarter profits. It says improvements across the board helped it to earnings of $344 million, well above what the analysts had expected. And with more on these two pieces of news from Rogers, Nick Pontus joins us now live from McMaster's DeGroote School of Business to give us a little bit more insight. Nick, hi, how are you today?
I'm great, how are you? Good.
Nick, why is Rogers the only Canadian company taking advantage of the worldwide standard for GSM phones? They're the only distributor in Canada.
Let's first talk about GSM. It is the dominant network in the world. 82% of all the world's cell phone users are on the GSM network. That's approximately 2 billion people in 211 countries. And the reason why, it's basically a historical evolution. When Rogers first started out in the cell phone world, they actually had partnered up with AT&T out of the US, and then it became Cantel, and then Rogers recently acquired Fido, so they actually fell into the GSM network. On the flip side, the other two major players in Canada, of course, are Bell Mobility and TELUS, and they're on the alternative, which is the CDMA network.
So, Nick, how might having the iPhone affect Rogers' profits when we've seen other companies who've adopted the iPhone lower their data sending fees? Will Rogers have to follow suit to provide that same service?
Well, I suspect that the iPhone will be launched probably in Canada in Rogers stores this summer, maybe July or August. I think there's going to be a significant increase in store traffic. A lot of people are very interested. Obviously, the product's got a lot of buzz, and, you know, buzz sometimes translates to sales. What I'm really not 100% sure of is whether or not they launch the original iPhone or whether they launch what's called iPhone 2.0, which is basically the 3G version, which is the faster iPhone that they don't even have in the US yet. And I suspect that Rogers will be smart and try to launch the new version, the 3G version. And if they do so, yes, there's probably going to be some pressure to lower some data fees, because that new iPhone will have a lot of services, GPS, data, video, and people are not going to want to pay those really, really high monthly bills.
Yeah, information overload at a good price. Nick, how will this affect Research in Motion's BlackBerry? That's the question everybody here in Canada is asking these days. What is your perception of that?
Well, get ready for the battle. You know, on this corner we have the brand new iPhone from Cupertino, California. In the other corner we have the BlackBerry from Waterloo, Ontario. So we'll see what the battle will hold, but I suspect that RIM is not going to just stand there. They're going to launch what's called the BlackBerry 9000 probably this summer as well. So we're going to see which one launches first, BlackBerry's 9000 or iPhone in Rogers stores. The great thing about Rogers is both the BlackBerry and the iPhone are going to go into Rogers stores first anyway in Canada. So these two organizations are going to be battling themselves out. It's going to bring a lot of customers into the store. I've seen some spy pictures of the new BlackBerry 9000. It's very sleek, it's thin, it's got a large screen like the iPhone. It will be 3G, which means it'll be on the faster network. That's why I think Apple will also launch on the faster network. It's got a better camera, GPS, Wi-Fi, all those cool things. So get ready for a battle of the PDAs this summer between BlackBerry 9000 and the iPhone 2.0.
And I suspect, Nick, a battle it will be, because Research in Motion's never rolled over on anything for anybody. So they're gonna stand up and be counted. Nick, thank you for this today. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.